everyone. This is the Hydroponic Blondes from Thrive Hydroponics. I'm Moretta.
And I'm Patty, and welcome.
We're here today to talk a little bit about what is hydroponics and maybe why you might have an interest in starting hydroponically in your own house.
Yeah.
So let's start.
We get that question a lot. And in the news, you're hearing hydroponics everywhere nowadays. I don't know if you've noticed, but every time you turn around, there's an article on hydroponics or somebody's starting up a hydroponic grow site for a community garden. So we thought we would tell you all about it, and you can decide if it's for you.
Well, you know what? What is hydroponics anyway?
It's a very simple answer. All hydroponics is growing food, or anything for that matter, in water and nutrients. Basically, that's it.
So you mean no soil at all?
None. No soil at all.
Okay.
And you can grow pretty much anything. Anything at all, as long as you have the space, you can grow hydroponically.
Now, why even get involved in hydroponics?
Well, for one thing, a lot of us like to have a connection to our food, and a lot of us like to eat organic food. And I don't know if you've been to a place like Whole Foods or any of those chain, healthy stores lately, but organic food is pretty expensive. But ill health is more expensive. So obviously we want to eat organically, and when you grow it your own, you can grow year-round organically for a fraction of the cost of what you would pay at the store once you've invested in the initial setup.
So, when you talk about that, I love that fact because, when I think about all the travel that's involved in organically grown produce, and you think about the chain and how many people have actually touched that lettuce head before you receive it.
Exactly.
It's kind of neat to think that you can grow your own right in your own house and have nobody touch it at all.
Not only that, but think of the resources that are saved. It doesn't have to be shipped across country.
Exactly.
Once it gets to you, it's not as healthy. You've lost a lot of vitamins and minerals in the shipment. So this way is easy. It's cheap. It's something you can just wake up in the morning, go to your hydroponic lettuce area or whatever you're growing, pick it that day fresh. And another benefit my husband loves is there's no more science projects in the refrigerator. We pick everything every day, never even makes it to the refrigerator. We eat it right as we pick it or in that same 24-hour period. And we're getting all the health, all the vital nutrients that are in that plant.
Some of the things that I love that you're really highlighting very well is the fact that we talk about at Thrive Hydroponics, we talk about eating for light. Can you elaborate what that means? What does eating for light mean?
Well, eating for light just means that there is an energy vibration field around every living thing. Science has confirmed that. And when it's alive with this energy. And as soon as it's either sick or denatured or dying or dead, that energy field, that life force leaves it. So when you're picking your vegetables fresh, you still got that vitality in that vegetable, and you're actually taking that into your body to interact with your own energy. So basically, when we say you're eating for light, you're eating the sunlight.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
It's exciting.
It's very exciting. There's actually a technique called Kirlian photography where they can actually photograph how much vibration, how much energy is coming off of these vegetables versus something that's been sitting around on the grocery shelves for like 4 or 5 days, and who knows how long it took to come to the store from California. So yeah, you're really eating not only the vitamins and minerals, but you're eating the life force energy from the sun when you grow it yourself and you pick it yourself right then.
That is unbelievable.
It is.
Let's backtrack a little bit. So hydroponics, first of all, is growing with no soil.
Right.
In your own home.
Right.
Nobody's touched it.
Right.
You have all the energy from the light that you're getting from that, so it's packed with more nutrients than what you would find in the grocery store.
Right.
And it's at a fraction of the cost.
More money in your wallet.
Something that we didn't touch on that I would love to elaborate is why hydroponics for the future? What is going on for sustainability purposes?
Well, all one needs to do nowadays is to pick up a newspaper, tune into CNN. Depressing, especially what's going on out west in California. But it's not just California. With the drought, with depleted soils, there is an extreme crisis right now in the entire world as far as upcoming food shortages based on the lack of water, the lack of healthy organic soil, farmland, healthy seeds. That's another whole issue is using healthy organic seeds versus the GMO seeds that are being grown all over the world now. So this is a way to empower yourself and to make sure that you and your family are eating the healthiest, most vibrant food that you can possibly put on their plate, as well as helping the entire planet. Because hydroponics uses a fraction of the water that traditional farming uses.
Well, you know what? I have to ask, is it expensive to get started?
Well, it's not expensive to get started if you're just buying a basic lettuce type grower kit. If you're buying a basic kit that you just need to grow in what we call a deep water culture. There's several different types of systems. We'll probably cover that in another video, but the most basic way to get started is in a deep water culture. The setup would cost you $100, and then you just
$100? That's
$100.
I spend more than that in one grocery shop at Whole Foods just for my produce.
I know. In a month's time, it pays for itself and is reusable over and over and over again.
Wow.
And you'll get years of use out of it. So the only other expense would be if you're like us and you're growing in New England in the wintertime, you're going to need to provide some artificial lighting. So that would be where the expense would come in, buying the light fixture again, which would not be that expensive. And for greens with a fluorescent lighting, what does it cost? About $10 a month extra on your energy bill?
Yeah, I mean, I have 3 lights in my basement, and literally maybe $20 a month, not even, is affected, and I'm able to grow everything down there. So I'm so excited because we're going to briefly show you just the components of what we've got together, because we noticed that a lot of people want to get going in hydroponics, but we find that the easiest thing to get going with is greens or lettuce.
Right.
So we're going to show you our box that we came up with, and Patty's going to go over some of the components here as to what this is and how easy it is to get started.
Okay, so this is our box, and it holds about 2 gallons of water, okay? And once you plant it, the 2 gallons of water pretty much lasts the entire grow season. So it depends on how hot the area is that you're growing that you'd have to top it off with water. But if you're growing it in the basement in January, chances are you'll fill it, you'll put the nutrients in, you'll adjust the pH, which we'll also teach you. And then you walk away and just maybe look at it every now and then, and in 4 to 6 weeks you're going to have lettuce. And
so
then,
wait a minute, what are these, what is that?
Okay, so this box grows 12 heads of lettuce, and this is the basic the basic little plant seed holder. Okay, so these are called net pots. So our kit comes with 12 net pots, reusable because they're plastic. You just have to wash them, maybe in a little light bleach solution. Okay.
So this right here is amazing to me because this holds where the roots are going to come down and grab up the water and the nutrient.
Yeah.
And you'll see this as we keep going. But it's amazing that this little tiny thing can hold
a giant head of lettuce.
Exactly. It doesn't need any room, barely.
It doesn't need room. All it needs is a place for the roots to go down and drink from the water. And you'll get a big giant head of lettuce just like you would out in your garden. So this is how these hang down. So when we fill up this bin with water, we're going to fill it to just the very last maybe quarter-inch of these net pots so that the water can be absorbed up by the plant's roots once the roots take hold. Okay. One thing you definitely want to do is have aeration in your water because roots can drown just like we can. So you want to constantly provide oxygen to the water. So in our kit, we provide a way to do that. It's an air pump with a hose and a little air stone that you just stick in the water. Very easy, you plug it in.
The other thing that we have in our kit is a pH adjuster. And what is pH? It's actually just making sure that the plants are going to be in a healthy grow environment, and they do require a certain pH.
Anywhere between 5.8,
5.5,
6.2, somewhere in there.
Yep.
It's pretty.
If you want to say right around 6, it's usually pretty good for a plant.
Right.
So we do provide how to lower and how to raise the pH in the water for you in our kit.
And those of you who have swimming pools have already done this a million times. It's the same basic principle as that. Because with the swimming pool, I guess you want to keep the pH a certain amount so that bacteria doesn't grow. There's all different reasons why you want the perfect pH. And for growing purposes, that 5.8, 6.2 area is how you'll get the most nutrients to those plants. Okay. Speaking of nutrient, we do provide a bottle of nutrient, and this nutrient will last quite a while because you only use about 2 teaspoons per grow cycle. Okay.
And so this is how easy it is. So this is just one part, so you just need to put this in and then set it and forget it.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing. I love that.
And then we were talking about the net pot. This is called perlite. Now there's a lot of different growing mediums. A medium is something that will hold the seed and allow it to produce roots and grow into a plant. We like perlite because it holds the seeds so that they don't fall through the holes, and it holds enough moisture so that the seed can germinate and sprout and grow without too much water, which would rot the plant, and without drying out, which would kill the plant. So what you do is you just soak a little bit of this in water, and you will fill this net pot with the perlite. You press it down so that it's filled, and then you'll take your little seed, which is right here, and you'll just drop about maybe 5 to 10 seeds in each net pot. And then you'll fill this with the water and the nutrient, put your air stone in for the oxygen, put these all down, and you're good to go. And
that easy.
It's that easy. And in 6 weeks or less, you'll have a salad. And then you can decide, we provide 2 different types of salads, like a lettuce blend and different lettuces. But you can grow kale, you can grow Swiss chard, you can grow watercress, anything your heart desires.
That is amazing.
Well,
if anyone wants to learn more information as to how to get started, please contact us at www.thrivehydroponics.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Please leave some comments and let us know, and if you have any questions, we'd be happy to answer them. And
thanks for watching The Hydroponic Lawn.
Bye.